let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me point up and it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
I'ma shine out, working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Ay, why I never saw you in the field though? Ay, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte and rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Carolina Panthers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes. Out to the 25-yard line.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Joker. He's coming. Hey! Double up. Check three.
On first down, Houston. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And out across midfield down to the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the 20. Check. Fresh down.
They'll try the left side. It's Houston, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Ready? Right there to 3. Check.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Come on, QB, come on.
They fake the give. Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
They'll run on first down. Houston. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Oh, I thought you was on that 2K with them niggas. Oh, shit, I ain't know shit. Oh, okay.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. The give running right is Chubb. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
What that mean? Nigga, get back on them motherfuckers.
I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On some more shit.
Hey, Steve 6.
2nd and 5 now. Jones. Incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Throwing Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a handoff here to his running back. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Man.
On 3rd down, it's Houston. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi.
Come on, when you go in the Westbrook House.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Browns drive about to get started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones looking. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Jones now from the gun. He'll throw. Completes this one to Meredith. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Jones. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kamale Correa. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, Wahoo! 54. Mike 50.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jones operating from the gun and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 2nd down now, it's Houston. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Set 70, Indy. Kill. Hatchet.
Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 24, Newton. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football.
Who after my game?
Nice route, able to look it in and picks up the first down.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Ready? Gun. Mike 19.
From the gun, here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the 2nd quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the 1st quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Browns drive about to get started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Fielded just inside the 30. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Houston. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, Houston. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing on third down, Newton. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
I put this computer on, and then it said Windows support alert, and it said your system has detected Venus virus.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one.
No, don't do that. Just trying to somebody trying to scam me.
But if they do decide to try and make a play, you run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Nah, power your computer off and turn it back on. That's somebody put something on your computer, play you the call them and hack, and so they can try to turn you out some money.
Go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. Throwing again. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go!
Now Jones. A final shot.
Oh, my bad, man.
Complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they tie it on the last play of the second quarter. Now the PAT will give them the lead.
Yeah, and how about that extra little jolt that they'll feel when the ball goes through the posts? Carry that to the locker room with them and feel like, okay, we've got something good going here now, guys.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here. As we
you're probably going to have to do something to clean that up off of
a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what
you ain't got to. Ain't you still got that virus protection I put on there?
That you just talked about.
Okay, run a virus check with that.
Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they can just that. Now a man open down the middle of the field.
Open up the virus protection and hit run. What's the common thing? Run a system check. Inside the virus protection stuff. You gotta find your virus protection on the computer. And they gon' once you find that, open it up and you can go to the different stuff on it. I don't know exactly where it's gonna be, but it's inside that virus protection.
Nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and running.
I have to see to know exactly, to tell you exactly where to go.
And again, it's Chubb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
First down, here's White. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
It should be somewhere. Oh, you can find the virus protection. Can you go to your virus protection right now?
Jones now from the gun, he'll throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The stop was made by Jared Avery.
Well, he's looking for some running room.
They're probably trying to get you, try to computer over.
Those defenders, they were
rallying. They're probably trying to stop you from clicking on different stuff to make you think something wrong with it, but that ain't nothing but a scam.
11 yards and a Panther first down. On the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Houston. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 yards. On the pick up there, it's 4th down. It's 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he's going to keep it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. A nice run there, 9 yards.
What did you run?
2nd down.
Where you at? Look for the little tabs that tell you like to update your verification, something like that.
They run it again with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Yep. 70, Indy. Hey, I 7. 5.
On 3rd and 2, Jones. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Jones now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. Nifty move. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only getting
in front of me, the guy.
A run for Nick Chubb. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got
I'm playing the game right now,
we just saw that.
and I can't get on the computer.
Perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Okay, I'll call you when I get through with this game. All right.
Jones to throw on 3rd down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Shit, man.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
This game is full of shit, man.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Still come around the corner. Ain't no fucking way. It's like shit ain't working no more.
Right to the 3.
Okay.
Slam. Check 3, check 20.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Houston. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check 8.
Now a give right side. Houston. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. Right in. Here we go.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you get a linebacker that's going to stay on and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Damn, my phone is going the fuck out.
And that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This
Man,
one not fully over yet.
Man.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Chubb. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
No, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Looking to throw. Jones.
Oh, Lord.
Midfield just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Ready. 30 base.
Oh, chill.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Back to throw. Jones.
There we go.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of the defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And all deep in his own territory, close up the football. Hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's a little open.
Or is that the squeaky hinges that I'm hearing right now? Yeah, the door.
Is that too high pitch?
No, not at all. The door is open a little bit. It's almost like when you told those horror stories on the camping trip, right? And now, look out.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit different look on the game at this point.
Big momentum swing here in the 4th on the punt fumble. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Houston. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Joker. He's coming. Eight. Double up. Check 3. You go tight. You got time. Get him.
Here we go with McCaffrey. Going absolutely nowhere. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Let's go now. 50, plant. 54. Come on,
On the carry, it's Chubb. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after try forthcoming.
I know this nigga weak, man.
And that one pushes the lead.
Ain't no way this nigga supposed to be beating. My team is not throwing up
The
this
kickoff
season.
unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Nigga, I done lost so many games I know I'm supposed to be.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll keep it on the ground. Houston. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
They snap it to Newton. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Set, ready? 18, Gator. 59. Cut. Five.
They run. Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like you can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up second down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Hey, alert 3. Showing up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Set. Right to the 3. What we got? 51.
To throw on third down. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. On 4th down, Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to win the football game.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Watch 54. Hey, zoom. Right there.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's out to Chubb, complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a second down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Hold up. Oh, yeah.
So 2nd and 8 here after the
What that
pass
is?
play for 2 yards on first down.
80 weapons.
Read it, boy.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Here's 2nd and 8. Going for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal
Okay.
line.
Now they want to intercept.
Turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
You said to turn your head away from the
So
way
for
you
Cleveland, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they're going the wrong way, as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.